Hi and welcome along to a slightly different episode of the Wedding Band Show. For this one, I just want to run through our rig. So we'll show the PA and the lights and our kind of setup, and hopefully it might help some bands. It's the kind of video that I'd watch if I was looking for stuff. So first we're using a fawn rig. We've got the XT4's tops. They're 12-inch, and we've got the 18-inch bins. I think they're called the X subs. They're fawn as well. Tops are active and they run the bins, so it's very handy, very quick setup. We're using the QU16 Allen and Heath desk. It's a bit full at the minute, so I'll be probably upgrading that during the summer. And in the rack case then, here I've got my mic, I've got the in-ears, power, just a power strip. I've got a drawer here, that's where the mic lives, the in-ear monitors, some vocal zone for the odd time. And then DJ-wise, I'm using Tractor on the laptop, and I have the controller in here in the case. Now this was a little bit weird because it wouldn't fit in the regular shelves. So what I had to do was I actually turned the tray upside down and I mounted the controller to it. So it's very handy. Just when we have the whole rig or when we bring in the full case, I can just bring this out and this goes ready to go like that. It's on one of the faders here. One other little thing I have here is a little battery charger for my in-ears and my wireless mic. What I did with all these is they're all Velcroed in, which is very handy. Even the router, I have another 4G one that I switch this out for if I know I'm going somewhere that doesn't have good Wi-Fi in a venue. I'll use the 4G one, and the little N-Tech devices in there as well. Again, they're all just Velcroed in, so if anything goes wrong, you can just take them out really quick. So then at the back of this rack case, we've all the cables going in here. We just run two little stage boxes over, one to the keyboard player and one to the other side to the guitar players, and that takes the drums as well. Everything's labeled, pre-wired. The only thing that I need to do when we open this case is plug in the power. I actually went with the PowerCon connection as well. It's a lot safer, I think. And then this is the DMX out, and that's the only two things I need to plug in other than the stage boxes. For our light setup, what I have is, it's wireless. It's an app called Vibro or Vibro. I don't know, one of them sounds dirty. I've got a router in the rack case and a little N-Tech device. So that connects to the tablet, and I run a DMX cable out, and that goes to all the fixtures. Looking at going wireless for that as well. That'll speed it up another little bit. Instead of light stands, what I did was I adapted the bins so I can mount the poles to the bins. I've got these, I think they're called, CLB4s. I might even be going to the 8s after a while just to get a bit more output and use these somewhere else. They're powered off the tops as well, which is very handy. So you just screw on the pole, sit the lights on top, and then you can power them out of here. These trusses, they're kind of awkward to bring around, but they do look well. They're very impressive from the floor. We don't use them in every gig. Obviously, if there's lifts or awkward stairs, they're not coming in. But basically, they're just a 2-meter truss with a big base plate and a little LED in the bottom. They're all pre-wired. So we lift these in. You just have to put in 2 plugs, and then you sit the little mover on the top, and you plug in the cables in the back of that as well. So they are very handy. And if we're not bringing these in, we'll just leave the movers on the bins. They all work off the app. So I can just do that. I've got my intros. I've got all different settings like that. First dance, I can move the lights on the floor, on the center of the floor for the couple. If there's videographers, they kind of like that kind of thing. But it's just very handy, and at the end of the gig, you can pull it down. Or what I do is I actually have some programs for disco as well. So usually I leave up all the gear for the disco, the exact same lights and PA, and the guys just take down their instruments. Then for my own little setup, I just have a wireless Sennheiser mic, and I have a little stand here with my iPad on it. For words and the set list, I just use Google Docs. Very handy. You can bring up the set and stuff like that. And what I like about it is I can update the set and put couples' names and stuff in at home on the laptop, and then it's just on the tablet when I turn up. And I can do sound from here as well if I want. It's connected to the desk. And one little final thing I think that's really handy, I got this a while ago. I think it was like €20 on Amazon or something like that. It's a little Bluetooth receiver. I have it powered here from a little USB charging block. That's the size of it. Hagibis is the name of this one, but it's really handy. You just plug that in, and it's a little mini jack here, or you can get an adapter and plug it in. What it means is if Irish dancers or anything like that turns up, they can just connect through Bluetooth to your mixer, and away they go. There's no messing with cables or anything like that. So that's a quick little overview of our little setup, PA and lights. If you have any questions, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel if you can, And if you are a wedding band that'd like to do a similar video, let me know, because I'd like to go around and just, I think if we all kind of look at each other's setups, we get little tips, like the little Bluetooth thing or stuff like that. So that's it, yeah. What are they called? You know, they're the receivers for the where you screw them in, I don't know. And then you do this lovely setup and you get everything, you know, nice and tidy. And look at this keyboard here, the bottom one, keyboard player, unlevel. Like, what's going on there? Like,
Can't get them these days.
can't get the staff. Can't get the staff. And then yeah, if the gig is going really bad, I actually have the NBA app there as well. I can watch a quick game while I'm doing the disco or something like that.
The Wedding Band Show is brought to you by the Brian Mc Dermott Band in Pixel Productions.